Hello guys, today we'll be talking about the 3 worst heroes in the game. And why am I specifically talking about 3 heroes? Well, we have to go by class. So we all know those tank, damage, and support. So there used to be one called defense, but they got rid of that a long time ago because they realized they can't really make any new defense heroes. So what is the worst tank in the game? Well, it's easy. Wrecking Ball. Okay. Wrecking Ball is the worst tank in the game. People will be like, really? Wrecking Ball? Worst tank in the entire game? And you have these supposed tier lists that say, Diva's the worst tank in the game. Or, you know, the other one they'll probably say is probably Orissa's worst tank in the game. But Ball's the worst tank in the game. Easy by far. I know there's a lot. This is probably like the hardest take of hot takes, but my opinion is the worst tank in the game. So, what can Wrecking Ball do? Well, he has 4 abilities, which one of them can turn into a ball. One of them is a shield, which only lasts a certain amount of time, and one is a hook, which, you know, is useless if you've used against different characters. So, Wrecking Ball is just a really bad hero in the game. Okay, I know there are people who really think like Wrecking Ball is like the best character. Like, he doesn't even take damage, so he will into people. Like, look at this, no damage. Okay. No damage, and it's normal form. He can turn to normal form, and that's basically it. That's basically. So if you want to play a better tank, play Diva, play Winston, Roadhog, or Orisa, are better tanks than, you know, of course. They play as those tanks. So don't play. Reinhardt is not my play style. Okay. Style. So maybe one day I might get into playing Reinhardt, but and of course the second worst tank. And Sigma has gotten worse over the time. Second worst tank is of course Zarya on the up. I just don't like playing as Zarya, so Zarya is another pretty difficult character to play as, so overall, worst tank in the game goes to Wrecking Ball. The worst tank in the entire game goes to Wrecking Ball. Wrecking Ball is just a completely useless tank. And, you know, I tried playing Wrecking Ball like many, many times. He's just completely bad. And just a bad tank overall. Okay. And also, Wrecking Ball's ult is probably the best thing about him. He puts down like this minefield. This is probably like his only redeeming quality. But, you know, if a character depends too much on the ult to be good, you know that's a bad character. It's kind of like saying a great character is good because they have a good final smash and Smash Bros. Okay? The character has to be usable without that one moment where they get the ult. Okay? And there are some characters that have good ults, but the character has to be good, you know, most of the time, not only one specific time. And yeah, and the next group of heroes is of course the DPS heroes. So if you don't know, the DPS heroes is the biggest group of heroes in the entire game, and we have multiple candidates for it. So yeah, okay, we'll wait until I die to really see who is the worst DPS hero, because there's a ton of choices. So we have Doomfist, Cassidy, the May, Bastion, and Symmetra, all options. So Cassidy is just he's just nerfed so many times, okay? He's just nerfed so many times. I don't know why when I'm making a video I always lose. It just makes me look bad. maybe it's to play a different game like Halo. But, you know, but again, I lose all the time in Halo too, so that's not really helping it. But, yeah, we'll talk about Cassidy first, because he goes first in the name-wise. But he's just pretty bad. He's very slow. And Phantom Hammer used to be like one of the most overpowered things in the entire pack, but now it's basically less borderline. You know, you have characters that do like the same thing. We have Ass that basically does it but better because her whole attack is Phantom Hammer. And then he made this a character that's better than a character that already exists in the game. You know that character is gonna be bad now. Okay? No one, and again, you had the whole controversial name change, but we're not gonna touch that. Okay, the character used to be named, of course, McCree. Yes, he's one of the most iconic characters in the entire game, but he's not really good right now as a character. You have a character that is basically his replacement, or a much better version of said character. And overall, you know, that's it about. And then of course you have Doomfist. Okay, Doomfist has always been bad. Okay, he was good at like the very beginning, but Doomfist is a character that you have to go in and you know, dirty with like a character. Okay, problem with that play style is that Doomfist, of course, you know, does it. But we haven't really discussed the other characters that could be the worst character. So you have Bastion, plays self-explanatory, basically a standard the whole time. So Metzwa. Okay, you have Torb, and then they get us play Bastion. Her turrets are really small and have like no health at all. So, and that's basically Metzwa. So, and of course you have Mei. Okay, I don't know why, but when I play as Mei, I completely suck as Mei. Okay, but when everyone else is playing Mei, they're so macro, like they're this big pro at Mei. Same thing with Widowmaker. Okay, Widowmaker is not good at sniping, so I'm not going to consider Widowmaker a bad hero. But Mei, okay, Mei is just a bad hero. Okay, sees her abilities. I already discussed why I don't like Mei. Okay, I don't like Mei, and on the top of that, her abilities are bad. She makes this big wall, okay, but it's honestly a tank ability, not a DPS ability, and she can also heal herself, okay. And then the problem is you could really have a Widow that just snipes you and one-shots you and gets a headshot. So basically, you heal, or you have a Reaper that just kills you like really quickly, or a Roadhog that just hooks you and kills you, okay. And her freezing takes too long. And the rest, of course, is the enemy Mei, which, you know, it starts instantly, okay? But whenever I play Mei, it seems to take forever to freeze a character. It seems to take forever to freeze a character, okay? So I think the worst DPS character, that's gonna take a while. That has to actually take the fight. There's, of course, some one-ups, like Sombra. It's in, like, the middle, but... You know, yeah, Wrecking Ball, yeah, you know, I got one elimination total as Wrecking Ball. But if it says Wrecking Ball, we will probably lost in an even bigger defeat. So, yeah. The worst, I think, DPS probably has to go to Doomfist. Yeah, another classic worst DPS character. So, Doomfist is basically a purely melee character. Okay, and that just... Why it's just, you know, you have a purely melee character. Again, you have Genji, he uses a sword, but, you know, he also has shurikens, but this character is a purely melee character. He can go up, okay, and, you know, I think this character, you know, they're trying to make like a fucking fighting game character, okay? Like, why? Like, they want him they made like a fighting game character, okay? I barely play as Doomfist because he's just not that fun to play as. I know those people who play... And I don't really see anyone play as Doomfist either. No one really played as him either because he's just a bad character. Poorly designed character. And the one-up, of course, would be Bastion. Okay? Bastion barely would, you know, I think it would be a tie between Doomfist and Bastion, because Bastion, we'll talk about Bastion too, okay? Doomfist, you know, you have this which has 4 shots, and takes a while to reload. And, you know, it's just Doomfist is just a bad hero, like, you have to get, like, exactly perfect, and of course we have this fucker, Bastion, okay? The problem with Bastion in Overwatch is that he can't move, okay? He is basically, they sort of made him like a tank that moves around and mows down people. But no, Bastion just stands there and does nothing. So when you set down Bastion, he basically just die, okay? And, you know, the rest are like defending and they have like time to set up. You don't play Bastion, okay? And the worst hero, yeah, we all know who's coming as the worst hero in the entire game. Okay, Biggie is the worst hero in the game. I know, people will be like, oh, Biggie is the best character. It was 3 years ago. And you have these people like go around and say, oh my god, he's like the greatest character though. He's the bestest character in the entire game. Okay, a hero's job is the hero. You have every other hero, that heals, okay? Lucio has that thing that heals, okay? Lucio has a field that heals, okay? Mercy's just a pure hero. Moira, she has a P. Zenyatta has the orb. Baptiste has his, Baptiste, I keep forgetting that Baptiste exists, but Baptiste has his things that he shoots at them, and his healing Zeus, which says pure heals. And you also have his immortality field, which basically makes the characters invincible unless they destroy it. But then you have Brigitte, okay? A hero, okay? That is completely useless. If you play as Brigitte, she is not a hero, okay? You only have 3 healing packs, and you could accidentally heal the wrong person. But what would that do? Oh! If you heal a person that's fully healed, oh wait! Nothing happens. Okay? Again, if you like Mercy does it, you know, Mercy. But again, a Mercy wouldn't heal the full heal. But in the past, they used to get, this character used to give people armor packs. But for some retarded reason, they removed that whole feature. Why? Nobody knows. Okay? Nobody knows. But basically made Brigitte the worst hero in the entire game. Because the armor packs at least made her useful. Because you can only use 3 at a time. I know they heal. They go back up. Okay. But Brigitte also doesn't really have a lot of health. She used to have like 250 health and like 600 shield. And now her shield basically lasts like a second against like anything. And also she moves, I think she moves slower and her she also can bash with a shield. But when she has a shield, he can't attack at all, except for waiting for Bash to heal. This would make like Bash like a 1 or 2 retard. Like, why did they make a killer? Like, I know there was this whole controversy that she was overpowered, but come on, okay? See, you know, and again, if she wasn't unpacked, she would have been the Brawl Meta Knight of Overwatch. But she should have been made a hero that could stand on her own without being overpowered. Her ultimate rally also gives temporary armor to characters, which again only went out a certain time because that was the most overpowered feature. But Brigitte's the worst hero in the game. If this player has any other hero, and I'm the only hero, so I'm playing as a character that is basically a complete. So basically, we have no heroes on the team because Brigitte's the worst hero in the game because she can only heal 3 people at a time, and this is the worst part. It doesn't heal back to full health. Okay, well, there's a Hanzo over there. Okay, if I can even make it to the Hanzo. This one, Hanzo wasn't at critical health, but if you're trying to heal a tank like D.Va, okay, you can only heal like 1/4 of a health. Like, why? Okay, why play Brigitte? Okay, play as any other hero than Brigitte. Okay, play as any other hero. Okay, any other hero, even Baptiste, which will be the one up. Okay, Baptiste is pretty bad as a hero. Okay, because he's just pretty hard to play as. But at least he's not as useless as Baptiste, who doesn't do anything as a healer. Because if you use these, okay, because you only have 3 at a time, okay, and it doesn't, it's not like infinite or something. Well, it's not even armor packs anymore. You don't even get the people armor packs anymore, which was a big draw. Oh yes, he gives people armor packs with extra health. He doesn't even do that anymore because they made him basically a useless character, okay, in a video game, okay. I think he's probably like the worst character in the entire game. Maybe besides Bastion, okay, which we already talked about Bastion, okay. But he's like the most useless hero in the entire game. Okay? So he's unreliable. Okay? At this point, he needs to be dropped as a hero and moved to DPS at this point because he's not really a hero. Okay? So he's not really a hero. He is a completely useless character in the entire game. Okay? So we play as a hero. Play as any other hero but Baptiste. Baptiste or whatever you want to pronounce the name. Okay? Not Baptiste because he's the worst hero in the entire game. Okay, the absolute worst hero in the entire game because he's completely and utterly useless. And that's basically about this video. I could go over the best characters, but the best characters is much harder, especially the DPS SWAT. Okay, and I don't really play as that now. Oh, okay, but there's of course the best characters in the game. Which again will most likely get less views than the most negative lists, which is something that I'll never understand about people. I think people like, because again these are the characters that people I think want to avoid. Okay, so the 3 characters to avoid, actually 4 characters, is Doomfist, Baptiste, because there's so many of course DPS characters that we had to group 2 characters for DPS. The Wrecking Ball, completely useless tank. Okay, actually Wrecking Ball is only useful on like a couple maps and that's it. But on every other map he sucks. And then we have of course Baptiste, who is the most useless and unreliable hero in the game. Which at this point it's not even be considered a hero, and so let's just put a DPS so he can use the armor packs instead of this. Oh yes, he can heal 1/4 of a tank's health using that video. It was a cause you waste all of them on the tanks. Man, Devo, you're completely retarded at this point. Okay, you walked away from me, even though I had the healing one on. But again, there are here people who play Lucio that don't really, they just walk away and just use speed. But overall, those are the worst characters in the entire game. So that's basically about this video. Goodbye.